what if I told you green manure is more than just putting something in your garden bed between seasons or a green manure for the next season? What if I told you it's also a really potent insecticide and a way to control water within the garden bed? So yesterday we pulled out all of the determinant type tomatoes out of the other tomato bed that was spent and done their thing. They actually lasted a lot longer than I thought they would. And we have cover cropped with mustard and plantain. And today, we're gonna do this tomato bed. I ripped the tomatoes out a couple months ago now. This one had the cyclone and all the other bad weather a couple months ago, and basically these guys got hit with blight, something wicked, so they needed to go. Now, because they got hit with blight, like be in the soil, so ideally I need to do a cover crop that's going to eliminate that, and that's going to be mustard. Mustard has a compound called glyphosinates, Mustard has a compound called glyphosinates. That's the compound that when you eat mustard gives that real spike. So it's super beneficial within your garden. It'll only become beneficial to your garden is when you grow the mustard plant to just before it flowers, and then you chop it into the ground. But not just chop it into the ground, it needs to be crushed and chopped, like fillet chopping. Much like we see those mowers on the back of the tractors, big roller drums. That's fillet chopping. What that does is it crushes the cells and causes it to release the compounds from the mustard. That then reacts with a compound within the soil, myrosinase. Forgive me if I'm butchering these words really bad sometimes. Which then creates an ITC. ITC is actually used in a lot of fungicides that you can buy off the shelf. They derive it from the mustard plant. ITCs, the isothiocyanates, are then a really good biofumigant within the soil. It will kill off nematodes, it will kill off a lot of bacterial diseases like Bacillium wilt. A lot of bad fungus that will be growing through your soil. So if you've had a bed that's had a really bad year with disease and production-wise, you benefit hugely from doing a cover crop. Just forget that bed for a season, put mustard in, and just keep crushing it in. Now the other one we're putting in is plantain. Now plantain is a bionitrification inhibitor in it that it exudes through the soil. Not to be confused with like nitrogen lockout that you get from other plant residues when you put like your wood chip and all that into your garden. That tends to suck the nitrogen back into the wood chip to help break down, and then later on it will still release that back in. But at that present time, if you've got a crop in there, you're going to suffer from it. What this does, it inhibits the nitrogen from being used up too quickly by the nitrogen-fixing bacteria within the soil, and allows us nitrogen to sit in the soil for longer. It stops it from being washed out from rainfall and all that sort of stuff, or through your irrigation. So it's there for when you do your next crop. It's also for people that are homesteaders with their own livestock and everything like that. That can change the way the livestock, like your sheep and your cows, bodies process the nitrogen within their system. Instead of it going straight through to the urine, it instead goes out the other end. You can then spread that manure through your paddocks, and your grass crop and everything like that will benefit more from it. Essentially turning your cows more so into bird spreaders. And you can also cover crop with marigolds. I planted these when I planted tomatoes. It's generally when I do it. Because these will exude an enzyme not only in the soil but around itself in the air, which generally drives pests away both in the soil and around them, like your aphids and everything like that. But you need more than just a couple plants to do it. You almost need to plant one marigold for every tomato plant, 2 marigolds for every tomato plant, which means you need a pretty big bed. But it also looks really cool. The marigolds will self-seed. So once these flowers start to die off, they'll dump a heap of seeds around everywhere, and you end up with marigolds everywhere. which is what I've got everywhere. Not mad about it though. I think it's a natural selection. If they survive, they survive. If they get trampled, then they weren't supposed to grow there in the first place. So I've got quite a few marigolds lining my pathways and everything. Alright, I only leave these here though. They seem pretty happy. So leading into this whole grow season with all these beds, we've laid down Biofumigant, mostly to suppress all the weeds within these beds. The last thing I want to do while establishing new beds was just continuously fight the weeds. And it's done its job really well. Now, we just need to keep on top of everything. And it's one thing that the mustard will do as part of the Biofumigant. It will kill off a lot of nasty weed seeds and seedlings as well as when we go to chop it back in and cover crop it and just keep on top, it'll just slowly snuff out all those unwanted weeds. So next, go through, pick out all these bits, then give it a little bit of a aerate with a fork, and we'll spread our seeds.